I make music for a living, but I haven't released a song in a couple of months. Sometimes it feels like I get through the day and haven't made a lot of progress. And so tomorrow, I'm gonna track everything I do throughout the day to see where that time is going. So by the end of the day, I'm either gonna finish something meaningful, or I'm just gonna prove that I'm a lot less disciplined than I think I am. First things first, I woke up and went to go make my morning cup of coffee. I've been drinking coffee every day since I was probably 12 or 13 years old. At my peak around COVID, I was drinking way too much coffee, but these days I'm down to just my 1 cup in the morning. Only drinking caffeine in the morning, never after 3, 4, 5 p.m. has really helped my ability to fall asleep at night. Sometimes I eat breakfast, sometimes I don't, but of course, Phoebe Bridgers, my cat, always has to eat. She's literally begging for her dental treats. Something I've been trying to work on is limiting my phone time in the morning. Doing this coffee ritual with the manual kettle and French press gives me something kind of mindless and peaceful to do with my hands while I'm still waking up without immediately frying my dopamine receptors with immediate Instagram reels, and that kind of really helps with my ability to concentrate and do deep work first thing in the day. And with the coffee in hand, it's time to head into my home studio and start working on finishing this song demo. Good morning, everyone. I've just gotten some lyrics back from my friend Kayla. She's a songwriter, and I sent her this demo, and I didn't really like how the lyrics were flowing, so I sent it to her, and she changed a bunch of stuff, added a bunch of stuff, and it's looking a lot better, so I'm gonna start to go through that and start to re-record some of those vocals. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to post a TikTok for the day. Straight to the phone. I make a bunch, I have all my stuff ready, and then I put it in a folder called TikTok Post Queue, and then I just pick one to upload for the day. By kind of doing this batching and just having an easy, straightforward, immediately post from an album, that kind of helps protect me from getting lost in the phone. I can just do that simple, quick, post it straight from the album to Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, and then get back off the phone and get started on the real work for the day. Wish you were disgusted every time you touch me. I wish you were disgusted by me. That every time you touch me, I bleed. Just finished recording a bunch of those new lyrics from Kayla. Now it's time to eat some lunch and do some chores. What do you want to have for lunch?
I don't know.
The only two constants in life are taxes and laundry. I find that taking a break after 2 to 3 hours of deep work is important to reset your brain, especially with something creative like music. Taking that time to give your ears a break resets your ability to objectively see or hear what you're working on. And doing a basic chore or errand is such a great way to productively procrastinate. Running errands. Dry cleaning obtained. That wraps up my chores for the day. Time to get back to work. These yellow tracks are the old lyrics. Brown is stuff that I re-recorded. I disabled the old lyrics. You can see I punched in some of the original takes. They were just better. Now I just need to record the new chorus lyrics up here in brown, and then the song's pretty much gonna be a new demo with the new lyrics. Okay, I just spent like an hour and a half comping, removing all the breaths, and doing little fades. Here, I'll show you. So here you can see all the new vocal takes, and I basically chopped out all the breaths. I did fades, I did some kind of micro adjustments. There's a lot of lines that end on very sibilant, like B's and things like that. You need to do all these little fades and chops to basically make sure when you're doing all these vocal harmonies, everything aligns just right so that all the harmonies are being sibilant at the same times. So now I'm gonna record like a whisper track. So a whisper track is like the last layer that you put on. You mix it in really quietly, and it adds a sort of airiness and breathiness to the overall tone of the vocal stack. Now that we are better, baby, we are better off. Currently exporting. Just finished a mix, and I'm gonna see what Kayla thinks about it. Very good, very good. We did it. We finished the demo. Woo! And it's only 6 p.m., 9 to 5. Not bad. I actually went ahead and kept working on the mix a little bit. I took a reference track from a similar genre. This is Tame Impala and Justice collab. I was just comparing the frequencies using metric AB. You can see I got it very close. I find it really helpful mixing to a reference track to be able to objectively compare the mix to something that's already been professionally mixed. Well, here we are where we started the day with a cup of coffee. Now it is about 9 o'clock. We finished all our work today and we proved that if you just sit and work on something for like 7 hours, you'll probably get it done, so that's reassuring. Time to make some dinner and relax for the rest of the night. Now I know this vlog isn't the most glamorous or romantic day in the life, but I think being honest is important, and most days are just doing some work, doing some laundry, making some food. Some days are crazier than others, you know, where I'm starting a DJ set at 1 in the morning for a couple $100. All right, I'm making some Whole Foods freezer pizza. I'm gonna put a little seitan on there for extra protein. But there are also a lot of days where I might just be making some presets in my DAW or setting up hot cues in Rekordbox while I wait for a collaborator to send back their part of the project. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 16 minutes. So maybe this video ended up being a little bit boring, but maybe it'll inspire you to do a little bit of work, do a few chores, hang out with your cat, eat some food, be productive without burning out. I hope everyone has a wonderful morning, evening, day, night, whenever you may be watching this, and I'll see you next time.